Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of the Dysfunctional Podcast with me, Griffin, and as always, Mr.
Ryan Stanley, here for the Dysfunctional Podcast.
Wow, it's quite the event, I must say.
I mean, Griffin, this is the pilot episode. This is episode number 1. You know why they call it the pilot, right?
Yeah, I know why they call it pilots, because it's like a takeoff.
Because this is where, it takes off.
This is where it takes off. We're really going to make it in Hollywood.
Yeah, so we're going to take off.
This is where we start our careers, Stan. We're really going to do something. Oh, boy.
Oh boy, we are. And, you know...
Okay, let's get into this.
All right, so today is April 17th.
Yeah.
Which means Easter is upon us, Griffin.
Oh, my. That strange rabbit man is going to break into my house again. Jesus, because rabbits and Jesus are obviously...
They are synonymous. But I want to know about the Gershenson family traditions for Easter.
We all put a big... we dress a man as a rabbit, and then we sacrifice him to the gods. This is not a good start, is it?
No, it's a great start. Dude, this is the pilot. That's why it's perfect. Dude, that's what Easter is all about.
No, my family always get like baskets of stuff and be like, oh, look what the Easter bunny left you. I'm like, someone broke into our house? And they'd be like, no, it's okay.
No, it's just some big-ass bunny that left stuff.
This giant bunny decides, I'm going to leave the kids candy. That's not creepy whatsoever.
Yeah, okay, for me, do your parents, still, it's the whole charade, everyone knows.
My parents gave up on my beliefs long ago with this stuff. They're just like, you're old enough, you shouldn't, and they just gave up.
Oh, really?
Probably because they don't want to spend money on my ass, but that's what happened.
Well, I don't know. In my household, it's just a bit. It's haha, Santa's gonna come, and everyone knows
the strange fat man's gonna enter through the chimney somehow and leave presents.
But no one ever brings up the fact that we all know that Santa and the Easter Bunny aren't real. That's the thing.
I remember when I was little, I used to watch the SNL Christmas specials, and there was one thing where it was John Malkovich would read these Christmas stories to kids, and he'd talk about. I think it was Polish Santa. His name was Pi Natal. And instead of cookies, he said, you have to leave him out a stick of butter or else he'll take one of your toes.
Oh my God.
He's and then at the end of the entire skit, he's like, and that's it, children. And remember, Pi Natal's coming and your toes will not be safe.
Dude, freaking Poland is crazy.
What if Santa's just a king? Yeah, he's a king for toes. He's just a weird man.
He could. I mean, honestly, the whole, if you delegitimize any...
You think he just gets some sort of weird thrill from breaking into houses and leaving
Probably,
stuff?
But if you boil any holiday down to its most basic form, they all sound like craziness. It's
I know. No, I heard the funniest thing. It was it's honey, why are you putting a tree in here? It's okay, we're gonna decorate it for Jesus.
For Jesus, yeah. And then literally Easter's just oh yeah, this big bunny comes and takes a bunch of eggs and puts them around your house.
Well, why do we do that? Well, because we're Catholic and Jesus rose from the dead. What does the rabbit have to do with it?
It's we don't know. You don't question the rabbit.
We don't question the rabbit because then the rabbit will come for us.
That's the rabbit. Have you ever seen a legitimate So you know how you see rabbits running around in nature and stuff like that? Those things are fast. But if you see pet rabbits, PetSmart or your friends have one, they're just these fat, lazy. Yeah, no, they're
just fat because they don't have to go anywhere.
They don't do anything. Away. And I'm if you I think I was at church or something, and then I see through the window just this white rabbit, and I was I'm pretty sure you're not going to survive the night because you look like you came out of...
Oh, no, my dog constantly tries to kill rabbits, and if we let her out and let her try, she probably could. I think she killed a bird recently, at least that's what my mom said, but, she probably could. She's super fast, she can jump super high. She's insane. No, but speaking of my dog, we have to bring her to the vet now because, we think she might have effed up her leg.
How did she do that?
We have no idea, but randomly she just starts hopping on three. She picks up one leg, and we have no idea why. So we have to bring her in.
Your dog's probably so you know how in the Buddies movies, how the parents would never know that the dogs could talk and do stuff.
Wait, what movies are you talking about?
You're not talking about the movies.
What are you talking about right now?
Movies with the talking golden retrievers.
You talking about Air Bud?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What if your dog is Air Bud?
I never saw Air Bud, honestly.
You never saw Air Bud?
I know. I realized my childhood must have been horrible.
No, it's okay. I think a lot of people wouldn't sympathize with Air Bud, but I'm just saying, what if your dog is just secretly playing pro basketball without you guys.
What if your dog has a blog? Disney Channel.
Oh
We're here with the greatest show on earth, dog with a blog.
Dog with a blog's actually like. I mean, I stopped watching it a long time ago.
Just Disney lost quality very fast. Well, I feel like freaking a lot of the cartoon Cartoon Network and like Nickelodeon just like stopped having good shows. Like,
I mean, I think it's just we got older.
Like one, we got older, but like two, they just like stopped. Like with some of the stuff on Nickelodeon now, it's like catering just to like really little kids, and like with stuff before and like SpongeBob, like there were adult jokes in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, I freaking love the joke where like SpongeBob is watching TV. And then Gary, he comes in and he's like, meow. And then all of a sudden you see on like TV SpongeBob is watching like a sea anemone dancing.
Oh yeah.
He just like turns on.
He's like, it's like just watching sports, Gary.
Gary, don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Gary. I wasn't watching something else.
That's why SpongeBob's like genius.
SpongeBob's a pervert. Prove me wrong.
From the early, changed my mind.
Changed my mind. SpongeBob is actually a pervert.
Have you ever like watched those videos of the guy he puts little words on the sign? And he's like,
I watched one time and it was all right, but then like as soon as all the freaking far right kids at school started talking about him, I'm like, I'll stop watching this.
Far right kids.
Well, it's like at our school, it's like either you're an extreme to the one side or the other. It seems like
you're either an Islamic extremist or Hillary Clinton.
You're either the God-fearing gun owner or you are radical feminist man.
Radical feminist
man. The world's greatest superhero.
I'm sure there's middle ground.
I mean, it's hard to find though, like, honestly.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, let's get off politics because that's a sticky situation right there.
Yes, sticky as maple syrup. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
I want to talk about movies. Of course, I do, right? But
did you see Us? Speaking of rabbits.
I did see
rabbits. Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
No, I was wondering what the whole rabbits. We're not going to spoil anything because we don't like. If anyone listens and they haven't seen it, we're only going to have like 2 listeners. But like, if anyone,
mom and dad,
4 listeners, my parents and yours, and maybe my brother because he feels bad.
We won't let them listen.
No, but what I was looking up, like what the rabbits meant, because like there were like all these rabbits. If you haven't seen it, it's like the rabbits for some reason play a big role in it, or like they're just like a part of it. And it's like why would Jordan Peele pick rabbits? And it turns out that like he thinks rabbits are terrifying.
I mean,
like, he said this like in an interview. He's like, have you ever looked into the eyes of rabbits? Like they're sociopaths.
I mean, I guess so. Like, I mean, it is kind of terrifying, like the way they use the rabbits in the movie, because it's just so. Like, when you put something like that, like innocent seeming in like this crazy situation, it kind of makes it more tense and like gets the audience like, oh shoot.
Yeah, like,
because I don't know, I was driving home after I had watched the movie, and then I'm like in someone's neighborhood, and then all of a sudden I see like 4 rabbits in my headlights, and I'm like, nope, and I like turn around, and like, I'm like. No, yeah, I wasn't going to deal with those rabbits, so I definitely understand.
No, but like he thinks that just rabbits are terrifying, and I'm like, I can't really see that because they can't really hurt me. I mean, it's not like it's Monty Python where like can just jump at your jugular.
I know, that's true.
Dude, that's why I know why Notre Dame burned down, dude. They were storing the holy hand grenade and someone said it all.
Stupid.
Someone was trying to bloweth thine enemy to bits and they didn't count to 3.
I was like talking about this like earlier today, like, so you know... like I was talking with some friends about the fire.
About the fire?
Yeah, and so you know, like this is going to be like in history. This is going to be in the history books. Like
yeah, probably.
The Notre Dame fire of 2019, and we're going to be like have been witnessing.
We're going to be making memes about it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like it will be in the history book somewhere, and like our like kids will be like, oh, did you remember that? I'm like, yeah, I remember.
I mean, it was a big deal for like. Okay, a couple hours, maybe.
Yeah, but no, it's still...
it's a big deal for France, like, don't get me wrong. It's just, like, over here when, like, just days go by, I mean, it's not like we're living right next to it and, like, we see it every day, so, like...
Yeah, but, like, it's just the funny thing is, like, probably, like, 100 years ago, there's probably some, like, big fire in, like, San Francisco, and there's probably, like, 2 jokers just like us just being like, hey, see that fire? That was pretty crazy.
Dude.
It's like,
what idiot started that?
yeah. It's like walking away from the fire with like a match in his hand.
No. It seems like a lot of things, like people are very quick to make jokes, honestly. Now, it seems like a certain group of people are very sensitive and the rest are just not sensitive at all.
Well, I don't know. I feel like that's like almost like a coping mechanism or something like that.
Maybe it is. I know it is for me. Dear God, do I have mental issues? No, joking and like comedy is a very good way. Is like, well, not a good way, but like it's a very common way that people will try to get over tragedy or things that they don't really want to confront. I mean, if you can joke about it, you can laugh about it. I mean, you don't have to think about it as much or as serious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all good for like joking about things, but I feel like within reason, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel like with this case, like I feel like people waited not long enough.
Really?
Like, oh yeah, I feel like it was a little too soon.
Well, it's hard because like it's hard to know like when there's a line. Like that, and when you've crossed the line,
well, because wait till the fire stopped. Like that's one thing, and then they already got like $1 billion for it, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, I know, but like, well, they can't exactly rebuild like what's been damaged. I mean, it's like
no, I mean they can and they can't. I mean, it's not going to be the same like materials from 800 years ago.
Oh yeah,
of course, I don't think they're going to try to change the structure or anything like that.
Crazy.
I mean, I don't know too much about it, but
no, they're probably gonna try to rebuild it as it was, but like it's gonna be hard. Like, of course, it's gonna look different, but like
they said it was gonna take like 5 years or something.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're planning. But I mean, like Apple's already in on it. A bunch of other companies.
Apple's in, sponsored by Apple. Just at the top, there's a new spire at the top. That's the Apple symbol.
They just like want their name.
No, on like the roof is just a statue of Steve Jobs holding the Apple II.
Dude,
holding the Macintosh.
If they put your name on just for like getting like a small amount, I'd totally like put in like a good like grand or something. Like get your name on the Cathedral of Notre Dame or something like that. Like that'd be cool. Maybe that's what they're hoping has happened. But
then you put a joke name.
Yeah.
You put like just like somewhere amongst it is just like a random name that makes no sense.
Yeah, it'd be like
it's just like
Mehoff.
Jack.
Oh, classic.
No, freaking Jared Goff. If Jared Goff, quarterback of the freaking LA Rams, does not name at least one of his sons Jack, I am going to actually throw myself in the
I didn't think about that. He's got to be careful.
He has potential to do something great.
he could ruin his child's life.
He could ruin a child's life. It'd be great. Like it's like with freaking Catch 22.
But I feel like that kid would like he wouldn't be affected by that. He'd rise above. He'd be like,
yeah. My name is that. What of it?
Yeah, because he's been given that name, and then his dad.
He embraces it.
His dad is Jared Goff, and so like he's going to be like 6
Jack,
feet.
what are you doing in there? Taking a call. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, but like I hope. I mean, he could do that. It'd be pretty funny.
That would be funny. No, oh my god. Oh, I'm tired, dude. I did not get a lot of sleep.
You're tired? You sound a little sick these days.
I am. I'm getting over a cold right now. Producing a lot of phlegm.
A lot of phlegm.
And you want to know how to speak Hebrew? Just go with everything. Let me preface that by saying that I'm Jewish. I'm not racist.
Yes,
please don't hate me.
Yeah, first episode pilot Dysfunctional podcast.
First episode, new podcast on YouTube. Banned by all platforms.
Seen as anti-Semites. Yeah, like we're like
2 high schoolers now join PewDiePie among the famous anti-Semites.
We're like kicked out of school.
You hear about all that stuff, like how people, like media, like slams PewDiePie and tries to make him seem like he's an anti-Semitic person?
No.
Like people like I saw like a bunch of stuff, like PewDiePie, like they take frames, like out of context frames of him like reaching up for something, and they say that he's like saluting Hitler and stuff, and they say, like, of course he's like said some stuff that's questionable, but like he's never explicitly like said like hate stuff, but like people still try and label him as it.
I mean, it's difficult these days with news. I mean, like, haha, fake news, but like,
it's fake news.
Yeah.
You know what I saw? I saw CNN reporting fake news.
I know, and it's like, haha, fake news or whatever. But like the whole thing is like these days it's kind of difficult to distinguish, who has an agenda and who wants.
Who's actually telling you the truth?
Who wants a reaction? And so, like, I was reading this thing, like, in this day and age, the only person do the research yourself, pretty much, instead of going to news outlets.
Google it, see what happens. Go out to the crime scene, take pictures of dead bodies.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, so crime scene. So where we're filming this podcast, just a couple of weeks ago, there's like a crazy like police presence. It was nuts. So basically, the neighborhood down from here, basically like 20 police cars showed up, like shotguns, you name it.
Well, I mean, whenever something happens in like areas like this, because like nothing really happens, like 5 cars show up. Like I've seen like literally just like an old lady getting pulled over, and like 3 cars show up with guns. They're just like, "What's the situation?"
Yeah. And then like a chopper showed up.
And it's just like, "Ma'am, you have a tail light out," and they're like, "Oh."
Yeah. It's like, do you need that fixed? You go to the DMV, but I can do it for you right now. And she's like, "Oh, thank you."
"Ma'am, I just want to let you know your tail light's out." "Okay, guys, we can wrap this one up." "Yeah, we got him."
Yeah, and so basically they surround the neighborhood. They block it off. They have guns.
They quarantine it because now the plague has gotten out.
They have dogs and stuff. I'm like, what could be going down?
It's a plague that makes your fingernails fall off. Then you just have nubs.
and like the toes.
Stop. Pine-Natol's not taking my fingernails.
Pine-Natol sounds like a car like chemical or something.
It sounds like a freaking like German car.
Speaking of
Pine-Natol.
Speaking of pine, I have like this goal.
Well, no, wait. But first, finish your story.
Sorry, of course. Sorry. Anyway, so they're quarantining off the neighborhood, guns. They go basically in this house, and I'm thinking, what is going on in this neighborhood? Like nothing ever happens, especially in this part of like Orange County.
They saw a single minority. Now they're going.
Yeah. It's like,
this is a nice white neighborhood. I think not. 911. What's the emergency? There's someone with a slightly darker skin. Dear God.
Yeah. Send in the bill.
Send it to the SWAT. Send it everyone we have.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why nothing happens here? Is it like a crazy drug bust? And so I'm like.
There's just a crack house.
Yeah, I know.
In a residential like suburb.
I know, and I was like telling her, I was like, "Hey, can I go down?" And she's like, "No, you're probably gonna get shot." I'm like, "But Mom, like I gotta be witness to this event if something does go down." And she's like, "No, you're not leaving because you're gonna get shot."
I have to see what happens. What if it's the second Manson family?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a moment in history, Mama. I gotta go see the murders.
Yeah, and so I was like, she's like, "No, you can't go." I'm like, "Oh." So,
Mom, why won't you let me get shot?
So anyway, long story short, this just shows you like how pointless it was. Just some lady, she heard a table fall in her house and she thought it was a gunshot, and she called the police, and it just got crazy.
Dude, that lady's probably getting fined so hard.
No, she's not.
No, because like filing like police reports that like don't turn out to be anything. Like, you get fined, like, so much.
But she was, like, old or something, so, you can't, like, hold her accountable.
Yeah, she's got retirement money. Bleed her dry.
Bleed her dry. But, like...
She deserves to pay for what she has done.
I know. It was kind of ridiculous, but it was funny. Because, like, nothing really happens here, so when a helicopter and police, like, show up like crazy, it's like, oh, this is exciting.
No, I remember one time for football practice after school... we were all getting dresses. This is last year? No, this is 2 years ago. And there was a car chase that went right past the school. And this guy swerved. I guess he went past us and went to like the train tracks, right by the school.
Yeah.
And he tried to like jump over them, and his car crashed like face down into this like little ditch. And then he sprinted onto the campus. And freaking like most of like the people were like backing up, and then a couple guys were like, "Come on, let's go get him! Let's take him down!" And I heard my friend Shaq go, "Why do white people always run towards the danger?" He's like, "I see police, I'm getting out of here."
So that's like a movie line.
I mean, but like like in most movies, like everyone's an idiot, and like they just like, "Well, what's that? Danger, allow me to just waltz casually toward it. I'm not going to die."
Because it's like the same thing I said. Like everyone just wants to be like a part of something.
Like, yeah, but like in horror movies, like in most of the situations, if I see a door creak open, I'm locking my door and like closing. I'm just locking myself in a closet. I'm praying to Lord Jesus that I don't go to hell, oh God.
Yeah. That's pretty much like the only thing you can do. I mean, like, I don't know.
Most people don't investigate when like weird sounds are happening when they're alone. They just go, "I hope that was nothing."
Oh no, I definitely like hop out my window and be like, "I'm out." Bye.
Just jump out the window. I don't care if I break my legs.
I don't care. I'm not getting possessed by no demon. That's stuff crazy.
I'm not getting stabbed.
I'm not down for that. I'm not down for possession.
I'm not down with demons, bro. Okay.
Hashtag not my demon.
Hashtag not my soul.
Not my soul. Yeah, no.
Not today. Okay.
That's why I'm definitely not into that at all.
Yeah.
And that stuff freaks me out for real. Like, that's why regular horror movies don't like scare me that much. But anything involving like the parrot like or supernatural or whatever, you know, that's.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Like I believe that like there's like demons and stuff like that.
I don't know what to believe anymore, dude. It's weird. I mean, it's weird to think that like if there actually were like ghosts and like actual supernatural like spirits here, like they'd just be like casually like waltzing around certain areas, just messing with people.
Like yeah, like I don't think there's like ghosts, but I think there's like seriously like you know Ouija board type like evil
Luigi boards.
Luigi, yeah.
It's
like,
Mario and Luigi. They've come to get me. We're coming to get you, little boy. No.
Dude, can we talk about accents for a second?
Accents?
Yeah, how great accents are. Not like you know little marks on.
I wish I had an accent so girls would pay more attention to me.
I mean accents.
Then again, they wouldn't because I'm disgusting.
Oh no, Griffin, you're not disgusting. Get that out of your mind. But accents are like they're great.
Well, like imitating any person or like thing is great. Like one of like my favorite things that I actually heard this on another podcast I was listening to was someone would do an imitation of Paul McCartney and John Lennon talking to each other. And they just be like it's like John Lennon's in the afterlife, so Paul's telling him what's happening. He's like, hello, Paul, how are you doing? Oh, hello, Johnny. Well, I'll tell you about what's happening today. And then they just go back and forth and say stuff. But like, just doing impressions and imitations is just fun.
You are really good at like impressions. Like I'm always very impressed.
I'm okay with stuff.
But you definitely add like animation to your voice. It's hard for like most people to.
Well, Paul McCartney's pretty easy. He just does little inflections and goes.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
and goes doo.
A lot of people too don't commit to it. It's like,
well, yeah, just have fun with it. I mean, the whole point of impressions and just like imitating people is just like to exaggerate something and just have fun with it.
Yeah, no, that's why I like I love doing like a British accent for no reason. Like
I just do like weird Cockney type stuff that doesn't really work and doesn't sound that good.
Or like if I'm in traffic or something, like I'll do like the Italian, like, what are you doing? Get out of my way!
What do you think you're doing? Get out of here!
Stupid.
Just stereotypical Italian.
Oh yeah, it's great. Like you know, it's great.
I sometimes don an Australian accent when I'm cursing.
You're cursing.
When I'm cursing at someone, I'm like, what do you think you're doing? And I just like, that wasn't good. But that's not a good example. Don't take that as an example.
PG-13.
We're keeping it PG-13 because we don't want no.
I mean, we could test the limit.
We don't want no trouble to come of us.
I wouldn't mind, pushing the buttons a little bit.
I mean, I don't know. Do we have an editor at this point?
I might as well be the editor.
I mean, can you censor stuff?
But Griffin, censorship. We don't. America was founded on freedom, Griffin.
America was founded on freedom of speech, and I will speak how I will. I mean, please.
Like, I would censor things that we have to censor, but cursing or whatever, it's not that big of a deal.
Like if somebody said the bad N-word.
But that's the best thing, because if you said that, then I could just blackmail you forever.
Yeah, true.
No pun intended.
I feel like people have dirt on me that I don't even know about, just like pictures of me in compromising situations.
I've done well.
Because I'm very, very bad at realizing what I look like when I do certain things.
I've done well to stay out of the camera. It's been my goal.
I hate pictures in general, like, honestly.
Because I'm just not a photogenic guy.
Oh, no, same. I hate my face in photos. If someone says, guys, we're taking pictures, I immediately walk the other way and find food and just, like, sit down. Oh, sorry, Dan, I'm eating right now. And there's been, oh, come on. I'm like, no, sorry, I'm busy.
It's not that I don't like pictures. It's just that for me,
the Native Americans said that cameras steal your souls, and I am a Sioux Indian. So
I mean, I agree with them, to be honest. But I can't take a picture in the moment. It has to be all right, we need you here. Your shoulders need to be up. Your head needs to be turned this way, and smile, but don't smile.
Yeah, I hate those pictures. Just smile, bigger smile. No, less. More smile. Turn your shoulders, put them up, get in the least comfortable position you possibly can. All right, now smile like you really, really enjoy this, even though you hate every second.
But I just love the things that photographers say to get you to say get you to smile. It's all right, say that the Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. Well, it is. I mean,
I just love if they could get you to say the most ridiculous things as possible. It's Yeah, actually, the moon landing was fake, and O.J. Simpson didn't do it.
Oh my god!
And then you start like saying that, and then you just like question it for a second.
Say Donald Trump did 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is the greatest like convenience store of all time.
7-Eleven is wonderful, but like I hear that 7-Elevens in other countries. I've seen videos like 7-Elevens in other countries like Japan are freaking insane. Like you couldn't get like a full meal there, like that you could get at like a restaurant here. Like,
yeah. No, that's why. It's crazy.
Like especially like their instant ramen.
That's where it was made. There is in Japan. I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese company.
Really? 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
I had no idea. We're probably, if we are wrong, don't yell at us.
No, do yell at us.
Don't yell at us.
I like to be yelled at.
I'm low on self-esteem as it is. All right, get out of here. Get
out of here.
Get you.
Don't bother me.
No, but like American convenience stores like just aren't as good because like the whole thing is like in Japan like people are very on the go, or I guess so like you just stop somewhere quick.
You know where it used to be like the most magical place that you could ever visit? Walmart.
Walmart is still magical. What do you mean?
No, Walmart's not magical.
Just walk in there with a camera and take pictures of all the strange people.
Walmart's become like
Walmart has become too pure.
No, it's become like a desert wasteland. It's not even fun anymore.
Well, yeah, because of Amazon, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That's like how it is with a lot of like small like mom and pop type businesses.
But Walmart is not a small mom.
Well, I know, but like I'm just saying like Amazon is like putting so many like small like family run businesses out of business. Like my mom went to like this beauty store by our house. And like they're going out of business, like they're like selling everything. And she's like, "What happened?" And they're like, "It's Amazon. Everyone just stays at home because it's convenient." And I feel like eventually Amazon's just gonna have like a freaking monopoly, except for like the big companies.
I mean,
over a lot of
they
stuff.
probably already do, to be real. Like Jeff Bezos or whatever.
Jeff Bezos is just gonna control America by the end.
Him and that bald head.
By the end of 2025, we are predicting Dysfunctional podcast prediction. Jeff Bezos will control the world
and run for president.
No, he's gonna run for president of the world by 2025. No, what's gonna happen is this is what's gonna happen. Aliens are gonna come down, and he's gonna be the first person to like make contact with him, and they'll like pass it off as if he's the leader, and like show his superiority with all the things he has, like all like the resources that he controls. And they're going to be like, okay, dude, guess you're the leader. And then they give him a bunch of futuristic weapons. And he says, all right, America, you're my little bitch now.
I wonder, like, what... Because, like, I mean, I don't necessarily think there's, like, super intelligent life out there. I mean, I don't know about you.
Well, I mean, like, when it comes to, like, the thoughts of aliens and stuff, it's like, if we are the only thing in the universe, like, the only intelligent life in the universe, that's terrifying. Because of like how infinite the entire universe is, if we're all that's there in this huge space, we're all alone.
Yeah.
Like how terrifying is that? Like there's nothing out there? Like it's just emptiness?
I mean, that doesn't like terrify me that much.
That scares me. Honestly, that scares me to think that I'm alone and like that humans are alone in the universe. Because we're idiots.
No. I mean, you got the Earth, so that's cool.
I mean, we got the Earth, but the Earth's gonna freaking go in garbage soon. Or like, well, I mean, like in like the next 50 years, we're gonna run out of oil and crap, and like.
But no, that's fine.
Then it's gonna become Mad Max, nuclear war, and we're all gonna be freaking driving cars and saying, "Witness me!" and then jumping and killing ourselves.
Don't even worry about it. I think that Ryan Stanley Dysfunctional podcast prediction: the Earth will be fine because people will get their act together, probably.
Stanley, you want to talk? Since this is the Dysfunctional podcast, let's say something dysfunctional we did recently. I will go first. So, I am the worst when it comes to like, you know what I hate? Okay, this is just something that it relates to this, but like, have you ever had one of those moments where like you think someone's like waving at you, but they're not?
Yes.
Like, and it's someone you know. Like,
sure.
So like I was dropping something off with a teacher. And as I was walking out, I saw a friend of mine, and she was walking out out of the bathroom, and so like I waved to her, and she was like smiling and looking at someone. I thought she was looking at me, but she was actually looking at freaking someone like her friend who's short, who was like right in front of me.
Yeah.
So I waved to her, and then she like looked up and saw me and like awkwardly waved. I'm like,
oh no, that's like the worst.
It was the worst thing, and and then she just started talking to like her friend, and I'm just standing there like. Come on. And we were walking the same direction, so I was just like, I had to awkwardly walk behind them.
No, at that point, I would have just ran out the nearest window.
At that point, I wanted to self-immolate, not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
Like the monks.
Like the monks, yeah. But like, public embarrassment is like one of those things that
Oh, dear God.
Well, I think that my biggest fear is tripping in public.
No. Tripping's not bad because then like people kind of like feel bad.
Tripping. No one feels bad. People think it's hilarious when you trip in public. Like,
yeah,
let's say
actually,
you saw me on a crosswalk and then I just like fall on my face completely. Like, I would think that's hilarious.
I'm sorry if this like offends anyone, but like fat people falling is one of the funniest things in the world. I saw this video with these two huge dudes. These two super fat dudes were fighting with lightsabers and quoting Star Wars, and this one was like the fatter one was shirtless. He was backing up. He's like, "You have lost your way in the Force," and he trips over a flower pot and falls. But it's like really slow, and he's like stumbling with his hands.
Oh my God!
And it was the funniest thing ever. I don't know why. I'm probably a really bad person. Honestly, I've accepted that by now. So I just laugh at a lot of things.
I mean, dude, most of America, America's Funniest Home Videos. Like, America's better.
America's Funniest Home Videos, the best show on earth.
It is the best show.
Dude, speaking of, like, shows like that, you know Alex Trebek from, like, the host of Jeopardy got cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Like, and it's, like, stage 2 or, like, stage
4.
Holy.
Pancreatic cancer.
That's how Steve Jobs died.
Yeah, Rip Trebek. I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, when you're that old, like, not... So you're basically, your body slows down a ton, and so does cancer. So
yeah.
he'll be going for like a couple of years or so.
Yeah, I know, but like when he's gone, who's gonna make me feel stupid at 7:00?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos replaces Alex Trebek and every other late night host. Like he just hosts Wheel of Fortune. It's Wheel of Amazon.
I mean, he might as well.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
So that was your dysfunctional thing, huh?
Yeah, that was me being dysfunctional recently.
I mean,
what's something you did that was dysfunctional recently?
I have something dysfunctional. That's the thing about the name of this podcast. Like, I mean, I didn't really think like, oh shoot, we got to talk about dysfunctionality.
Well, this might not be a recurring thing. Don't think that this is going to be. This is just something spontaneous.
Like, it's dysfunctional podcast.
Because we can't think of anything to talk about.
It's quirky and self-deprecating.
Yeah, it is self-deprecating because I don't like myself.
Yeah, but oh man, a dysfunctional thing I did.
Yeah. It's funny you don't have anything. I just was wanting to say that because I was thinking about that when I was driving over here.
Oh, thinking of something dysfunctional.
Yeah, I just thought of that because I was thinking about like the whole name and everything, so I thought of that.
I mean, I will have like dysfunctional moments, but I can't recall them. Like, okay,
that was one that stood out to me. Yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where like you were confronted with a moment where like you could have been dysfunctional, but you said something like very smooth and
where you thought things were just going downhill and all of a sudden they say like
you somehow you said something that
no, I've never been in that situation. I mess up every situation.
Okay.
I'm the worst.
I think like it was funny one time I was with a friend and we were getting lunch and so we wanted to get some more food. So this guy who's like cleaning tables is like, I'm like, dude, hey, can we get some more of these? And I didn't realize that it was a place where you actually have to go back inside and order again. And so he's like, oh, no, you actually have to order inside. And then so, like, in that moment, I was like, oh, no, I actually meant, like, is it morally acceptable for us to, like, order this again, like, you know, as, like, a health choice or something? It's like, that was some
That feels like, to me, that sounds like you just made that a million times worse. Or at least in my head, I feel like that would be something.
Oh, really? It was great. The guy, like, laughed. I was like, yes. I'd saved the situation.
Well, Stanley, you have this thing called charisma that I just don't got.
Yeah, you got your own type of charisma though.
Yeah, people think I'm weird, so they're like, "Oh, this guy's interesting," and then I get old after a week.
I wouldn't say weird. No, you don't get old after a week, Griffin. I wouldn't say weird. I would say like you're like I don't want to say like quirky because that's just dumb. You know,
I'm different. My brain is different.
You're yourself, Griffin, and everyone appreciates it. You know. No, Griffin, trust me. Like, everyone appreciates it. That's all I can say. Is that...
well, thanks, Stan. That's real nice of you to say.
Of course.
Get back to the damn podcast.
Fine, I'll stop complimenting.
Just stop it.
Fine,
okay.
I'll stop.
All right, let's talk about some more movies. Stanley, what's your favorite animated movie from your childhood?
Oh, my goodness. I don't...
Well, it's funny. Like I don't have that much of a favorite, but recently when we watched Lilo and Stitch, realized how dark it was, that was amazing.
Lilo and Stitch is great, though.
It's great because like you don't. Well, like when I was young, I didn't realize that she was making voodoo dolls. Like there's a scene in the movie where she makes little voodoo dolls of the girls who bully her and puts them in like a pickle jar and shakes them up and like tells someone like that she's punishing them like for being mean.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's supposed to like illustrate just like
that she's not in like a functional.
Well, not that she's not in a functional
she's
family.
Dysfunctional.
We should get Lilo on the podcast.
We're getting Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
No, but like I don't know. Sometimes I get like too deep in the movies these days because I've rewatched them so many times.
Yeah.
But like the whole thing is to show like how isolated she feels from the rest of her society.
Like, she ain't got no parentals, and like her family's different.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's why like Stitch comes along because he's so weird.
Yeah,
she's so
matches
weird.
her.
They're both so dysfunctional.
I wanted an alien dog when I was little.
You wanted an alien dog?
I wanted an alien dog that could had multiple hands and could bite things and such.
I mean,
that could punish those who have wronged me.
I mean. He liked Elvis Presley. Like, I can't fault him for that.
I know, but Elvis died on the toilet, so.
Did he really?
Yes, he died of a heart attack on his toilet.
Terrible way to go.
That is the worst. When I die, I hope to God I'm not in a compromising position.
Yeah.
Like, dear God, if someone comes to my house, like, I've thought about this actually many times. Like, when I'm home alone and I'm, like, in the bathroom, if I hear a noise, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, if someone comes in, I'm just talk to them and say, look, if you're gonna do it, give me about 5 minutes.
Yeah, let me at least like put on my clothes, you know,
and go somewhere where this isn't gonna look as bad because I don't want my parents to come in and find me dead with my pants down.
Yeah, that would not be the greatest.
You're being naked. For anyone to find your dead body naked would be the worst. I want to at least die in a good like space, like dressed up in a nice suit. When I die, I want to be dressed as Scooby-Doo.
Honestly, I think it actually might be kind of funny the other way.
I want to be dressed as Scooby-Doo, and then I'm going to ask my killer to write Ruh-Roh Raggy in blood.
Ruh-Roh Raggy.
So that way it's kind of disturbing, but it's funny for me.
I mean, I guess I would like it if I was like, yeah, being naked would be kind of fun.
What if for your funeral you requested in your will an open casket funeral and it has to be dressed as like Scooby-Doo or something?
Oh my God.
And like on the funeral piano they're just like Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
I'm sure people have.
Where are you?
Like I guarantee you.
You've gone off to heaven.
Oh my God.
They just modify the song so it's sad talking about Scooby dying.
Scooby. Yeah, you're like, he was the most Scooby-Doo he could be. Like, I don't know. I hope, like, at my funeral, like, people just, like, crack jokes most of the time.
No, same. I don't want it to be, like, sad. Because, like, that I don't want everyone to look back and be like, oh, it sucks. Because, like, I feel like that... I don't want a bad vibe at my funeral. I want it to be pretty cool.
Actually, I don't even know if I want
I'm putting a bounce house in my funeral.
Maybe I just don't want to.
Stanley, I'm having a fake funeral like in Tom Sawyer.
Do it. I love that idea of like being like everyone thinks you're dead and then you're like
just watch a funeral and see how people react.
Hashtag surprise, I'm not dead.
Well, like, but at the same time, like I was listening to this thing, like it's like at the same time I feel like you might be surprised because like people will move on. I mean, this is getting kind of depressing, but like it's true because like life goes on, and I mean like people will like eventually not forget about you. Like they'll still remember you, but like. They won't think about you the way that you think.
No.
Like, when you're gone, like, people don't think about you every waking moment. I mean, like, it's just, life just goes on. That's how it is. But it doesn't mean that you meant any less to those people.
No, yeah. No, but, like, I just think it would just be funny if, like, everyone forgot. Oh, snap. Griffin, it looks like it is time to end the first.
Well, wait, how long have we been recording?
We've been recording for about 40 minutes.
40 minutes? That's a short podcast. Wait, who's here?
Our good buddy, Anthony Collins.
Should we bring him on?
Do you want to bring him on?
Let's bring him on. Hold on. Pause the recording. We're going to bring on a very special guest, Anthony Collins, when we come back.
All right, we're back with special guest Anthony Collins.
How's it going?
Rapper, beat maker.
He's very specific. I'm a producer. I'm a rapper.
All right.
You're a rapper, guys.
You're a producer. So what does that entail, Anthony?
So basically,
no one cares. All right, guys.
I want to know.
The people want to know.
Yeah, I guess.
Do they?
I think they do. Okay, so basically being a producer consists of... Is it insists?
Consists. You're doing a great job, bud. Just keep going.
Consists of making the instrumental behind the song and, mixing it so it's studio quality and just...
Studio quality.
And then posting it on SoundCloud and saying, guys, look what I did. Mom, look at me.
I haven't done that.
Yes,
I haven't done that. Okay. I showed my dad, not my mother.
Emailed.
I just emailed all my teachers and said, guys, look at what I'm doing outside.
Yeah, this is almost done. These guys doing an hour one.
Yeah, we're doing about an hour. It's 20 minutes.
That's all that.
No, 20 more minutes.
I mean, dude, that's why, you're not like a full guest because you haven't been here the entire time.
Yeah, eventually we'll do a full one with Anthony, but this is just a taste. Just a little taste.
We're gonna get a lot of guests up in here,
There's gonna be a lot of guests on here eventually.
Oh my gosh, it's like all just gonna be on my futon too. Like
this is the casting couch, dude.
Pretty much.
Couch, and then the chair.
Yeah, and we got like the sick lights too.
Yeah, and this you can't see this, but of course, but there's a total gym in front of us.
You guys know Breddick's coming too, right? Did you not see their phone?
Oh no, we haven't.
Oh, is he almost here?
Probably is.
Oh no!
I don't know if he's coming now. He said he has to get ready.
Okay, once he gets here, we'll end it.
Yeah. Okay,
so
once he gets here.
You don't want to get two guests.
Yeah,
he's gonna be here.
That's too much for the fans.
That's overwhelming.
That's too much.
It's too great. They can't take how amazing.
First episode.
The audio quality.
Hey, this first episode is. Hopefully it's going well.
Out of the park.
So
give me like a review. What do you
No, we're not gonna give you a review. We're just gonna talk about new things. We're talking about new things.
We'll talk about something.
So Anthony, I started. What's your Easter gonna be like? What are the Collins?
Easter.
What are the Collins like to do?
Clan.
I had diarrhea since Easter's.
Oh, so basically, Collins family, we're gonna go to my aunt's house, right? And we're gonna have brunch.
Ooh, brunch.
Brunch is
wonderful.
Insane. I only had it twice, and it was the last 2 Easters.
I love going to restaurants where they have brunch menus, and it's like $15 for a piece of toast with avocado on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
No, I was
real
at this,
brunch. They just call it brunch. It's like bagels and like sandwiches, and we make them there.
I know, but if you go to like a restaurant for brunch, when I was in freaking in the Midwest, I went to this place for brunch. It was really cool. It's called like Mindy's Hot Chocolate, right? And okay, Stan's walking out. All right. No matter. Stan had to go to the bathroom. All right, yeah, he had a call. He had to take a call. He's very important. He's a very busy man. So I went to this place called Mindy's Hot Chocolate. It was really sick. The food was awesome. But you go to these restaurants like these like little more expensive like brunch type restaurants, and they have like avocado toast and like bagels for like $10. It's ridiculous.
Because I'm here. Actually, didn't know who came to do.
Oh no! My mom was just like, "You guys want food?" Never mind. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I had to deal with.
We're trying to organize the sustenance because I'm a hungry growing boy and I needs my food.
So you're talking about like brunch?
Yeah, no, the brunch menus at like these places, like they like it's $10 or $12 for a bagel with with freaking like some smoked salmon and like some capers on it. Like it's $12 for that. Like I can literally just go to like a nice Jewish establishment and go and get
a nice temple. I want to go to a temple.
No,
they're gonna have.
Okay. Stop with the anti-Semitism. All right.
Bagels.
They just get some bagels and buy your own damn cream cheese and freaking smoked salmon and make it yourself at home. You lazy.
No, that's what we're doing.
You lazy piece of garbage.
That's what we're doing. Like on brunch, that's what we do. And so everyone comes over basically. David Horn.
Oh my God!
Stop it with the phone calls!
Put it on speaker.
You're ruining the podcast. No, he's gonna curse.
Put it on speaker. Put it on speaker.
What's up, David? I'm here at Stanley's house with Stan Griffin, and we're recording the podcast right now.
Yeah, what makes you think you can intrude on our recording right now?
David, what's wrong with you?
I'm so sorry.
Are you
David, you're a horrible human being. No one likes you.
Oh, what are you calling for, David? What are you calling
What's
for?
Up?
Well, Anthony called me.
I called him earlier because he was responding to the text, and I'm like, "You coming to Stanley's?"
Oh, well, is he coming?
Are you coming?
No.
Why not?
You let you into the podcast.
What
you do
I
this.
have practice.
Oh, I might just hang up on you right now.
Hang up on him now.
If you guys didn't know, David actually plays for the NBA Lakers.
NBA Lakers.
David plays for the Toronto Clippers.
No, David was actually just telling me. David was just telling me he was hanging out with LeBron yesterday, and he was just like,
they were just kicking it at his house.
yeah, they were, and
You
like,
know, they were just kicking it, comparing the size of their feet.
yeah, of course. And so, and like David was telling me that, like LeBron was talking to David, and he's like, "Hey, David, I need this favor from you."
He's like, dude, the Lakers didn't make the playoffs this year. We're like, what, 10th, 11th seed in the West? We need you. You need to graduate early because you're already
Graduate from high school.
You're already
now.
27 years old, so it's no problem.
Yeah,
And just come on.
and then like LeBron,
David, you're already 18. We think you can make it here.
Wow.
Dude, David's like the same age as Zion. Like, actually.
David's an actual adult.
You're like
I'm older than Zion.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
No, you're not.
Dear God.
David.
No, you're not.
All
You're
right,
lying.
all right. I feel David.
I'm just kidding.
All right,
I was about
David,
to say.
shut up.
He
Goodbye.
was older than me, though.
He's what?
I think he's like a few months older than me.
Dear God.
Good Lord. I want to, like, compare them.
What is
All
this?
right, David.
What has this podcast become?
All right, David, love you.
Get out of
Sorry,
here,
you can't
David.
come.
So, I'll talk to you guys later.
I think we're doing LaCroix tomorrow, too, right? Or
Yeah,
since we did tonight.
yeah.
Maybe tomorrow, too.
All right.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
All
I'm
right,
so down.
hang up. on
Okay,
David.
great. Bye,
Okay,
David.
bye.
Love you. Bye. Shut up.
All right.
All right, cool.
So
No.
we're talking about my Easter. So,
Back to your Easter.
My perfect Sunday.
I'm sorry,
begins with
Liz.
a wonderful
We've
cup of
interrupted.
black
so
coffee.
it starts, right? So nice sleep in, come downstairs, chill morning, have some coffee with the family.
I walk
This
into
isn't.
I walk into my living room. I see a large bunny man. I scream. He grabs a knife and chases me.
We never, like, a lot of kids I remember telling me, like, when they were, like, younger, like, when they were, when it was Easter, like, they would get gifts on Easter, and they'd say, like,
Yeah,
Easter
I would
bunny.
too.
That never happened to me. Like, kids would be like, man, like, I got like, a new bike, you know, I got these new cool shoes. And I'd come down and I'd have, like a Twix bar. Like,
I got
on
a
the
bike
table.
for Christmas, but it was back when I still didn't know how to ride one, and it was great. And
That's
also
amazing.
just some fun.
That's like
facts.
giving, like, a teenager, like, a cane for when they're, like,
No, it was,
6.
it was huge, and I was way too small to, like, even try to ride it. But my parents tried to teach me on it, and, like, just so you guys know, I still don't know how to ride a bike. I'm 17.
You're
right?
kidding, right?
No, I don't know.
You don't know how to ride a
No,
bike?
last time
I know we're doing
some guys tried to,
I know
like,
what we're doing tonight.
no, shut up.
You're gonna learn.
Stop. Let me explain.
We're blind
Let
tasting.
me
We're
explain
blind
this. Let me explain
tasting.
something. Everyone shut up!
LaCroix taste.
So last time,
You're
guys, some guys tried to, like, put me on a bike, like Logan and some guys. I got, like, a panic attack.
It's like if you fall.
No. It was like a short enough bike. No, I know, but, like, I got a panic attack. I couldn't stop breathing super hard and heavy. I was having, like, an anxiety attack.
Were you going down, like, a hill?
No, I was on flat ground. I was just, like, I couldn't, like, balance it, and I was freaking out.
How long ago was this?
This was, like, a Super Bowl.
Oh my god, dude.
No, I'm serious. It's like bad.
Dude, honestly,
Because, like, my parents and I,
the Rams lost.
Yeah. My parents and I, whenever, like, they were trying to teach me how to ride a bike, it just never went well. Like, I always ended up with screaming matches and me crying. One time I tried to run away after, like, falling down. Like, I tried, like, I
You
just,
gotta be
like,
faster
I
than
just
running away?
spread off,
Riding a
like-
bike.
No, I hate you. No, but, like, it just never happened with me and my parents. They just didn't know how to teach me, and I was really stubborn, and it just ended bad, and now I'm just, I can't do it.
Jeez,
I just
we're
gotta-
doing it tonight. Okay, if you don't want to. If you want to.
I'll try.
Okay,
but if
before
I
you
try-
graduate, you need to, like, bomb it.
No.
Yes.
Dude, I'm
You
not.
still got a year. Like, what are you stressing
Before
about?
I
You got a
graduate,
year.
I'm gonna
You got a year and, like, a month. You got a year
I
and a
have a
month.
couple goals before I graduate.
Like
1,
14.
hold hands with a girl. 2, say the F word.
Griffin, you're probably gonna want to learn how to ride a bike at, like, before you go to college.
No, I'll just walk. I already had this talk with my parents. I'll bring a Razor scooter. Dude,
Okay, that's
Razor
kinda
scooters
cool,
are...
Actually, the best mode of transportation.
I'll be the
in
coolest
Kansas
kid on campus. I'll just...
What's up, dudes? You guys want to go to
What's up, bro, Chacho?
You guys want to go to the scoot park later?
What's up, bro, Chacho? Want to come listen to Sublime on my dorm, bro?
Dude, you sound like you made a
Sublime's
chat.
kinda nice, though.
No, but like,
saying-
that's a very California band, though.
Sublime?
Yeah, my brother went, like, because he goes to school in Cleveland. My brother said, like, no one wears Vans. No one knows
Yeah.
what Sublime is.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's weird to think because we're California
I was
kids.
thinking about that this morning. I was thinking about, like, artists, and I was like, like how many people I know that listen to them, and
How many
the fact that
people
they
didn't
don't.
know Nipsey Hussle?
Oh yeah,
fact
I know who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
I've heard of him a few times. I never listened to any of his songs. I heard his name because he was nominated for Rap Album of the Year for Grammys.
I never knew that.
Victory Lap was up there. And like I listened to like an interview of him on the radio. I was driving with my mom because I have my permit because I suck at everything.
Yeah.
I have my driving class next week though. Never mind.
Good for you.
So
Tangent.
I'm gonna crash, and then they're gonna be like, Anthony, what are you doing?
This was not your best performance.
What do you think you're doing there,
Pull out your phone.
Anthony, why are you
Taking your driver's test while intoxicated? -5 points.
Not fair. So good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I think what was it? Talking about? The music thing.
Yeah.
And, like others areas.
Yeah.
I'm like surprised that like artists like don't have as many don't have nearly as much streams as I think they would because like it's like just general areas that listen to them. Like you think anyone in like I don't know like the middle of Ohio listens to like JID or something like that.
I don't even
Like
know.
probably like
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jid
You speaking Cajun?
JID.
No idea what that is.
You're not Jid, bro. He's really good. You go. We'll listen to him later.
What foreign language are you speaking, sir?
And like also like what's his name? Like
Anthony, give the listeners a music recommendation.
music.
Just one song.
You guys
On your own.
I know. I'm not gonna name my own.
You guys should listen to Out Here on the
one
Range.
that's one that a lot of people probably don't know or like don't listen to is like an artist is Denzel Curry. Sorry, it's my phone.
Gosh, Anthony.
Logan said he's on his way. So
Okay.
Why is your ringer on?
I don't know.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
okay.
a song that people should listen to is oh man, there's a lot.
Just pick one. Anyone.
Okay, probably the song "Vengeance" by Denzel Curry. That is
There you go.
a
Great.
song.
Vengeance by Denzel Curry. That is
You heard it first here, boys.
Anthony Collins.
You heard it first here, boys.
It's not like it's a pretty popular song. It probably has like 1 million plays or something. But like a lot of people like you think like anyone like Jason would know that?
Probably not.
Like probably like there's
No,
probably like
sir, is as
10
cultured as you are, Anthony.
I know, dude. Like I listen to J. Cole. What's your superpower?
Oh my.
No, actually, he's alright. But still.
No, I recently have listened to like a lot of different stuff. Like I started listening to like a lot of 80s music because like my mom listens to like a lot of new wave type 80s stuff like synth.
Something I never thought I would get into that I really like is indie rock. I
Really?
never
Indie
thought.
Well, that's really
That just came out of nowhere.
that's a big category though, because like indie bands and indie rock.
yeah, like
are,
indie
like,
bands, indie rock.
It's a huge category.
Like a lot, like Boy Pablo's good. Was it, like I don't know. Would you consider West Orange County indie rock?
Probably.
Probably.
Guys, stop everything. This man on Jeopardy just won $131,000 in one game.
And Alex Trebek still has stomach cancer.
And now,
Yeah.
we talked about this earlier. The
That
pancreas
was on
cancer.
earlier.
No, Alex
podcast.
Trebek has stomach cancer.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, no, he has pancreas cancer.
Okay,
Pancreas.
that's like even worse.
Potato.
That's so sad. He's done.
I know.
Yeah.
He's done. Pancreas. No, that's the worst cancer.
Better mark this one off for 2019.
That's the worst.
It's not the worst.
And like I learned.
But it
Wait, what is it? I thought it was pancreas, right?
I don't know if there's
No, lymph
worse.
nodes are like the worst, I think.
I'd say
Like,
Because I heard like what it sucked. It scared me so much.
I know like disease is like the worst if it spreads to your lymph nodes.
I'd say lung is
some stuff.
pretty bad.
Or your heart.
Or your blood.
Well, you heart your
Brain cancer.
Oh, that's gotta be
brain
worse.
tumors are the worst. I remember.
that takes out people like Morgan Freeman every day.
It's brain.
Morgan Freeman has brain cancer?
No,
he did it in a
Dude,
movie.
how is he still alive?
Because he's God.
Yeah,
Have you not seen Bruce Almighty? You fool.
How?
Anthony, you damn fool. He's Jesus is black and he's Morgan Freeman. He's been living on Earth this whole time. We just didn't know.
Yeah, Michael Scott is Jesus, but he's Noah's Ark. Michael Scott.
Michael Scott is, of course,
Dude, if I get to
The one with Jim Carrey is funny too.
Dude,
Yeah.
Wait, is that the one with
that's-
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
She's like,
I have
Yes.
no clue. I can't
You should
remember.
love.
because I watched Friends like 100 times.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I watch Friends. I'm basically the coolest kid in the 5th grade.
Okay, watching Friends in 5th grade is not a go. Way too inappropriate for these kids.
These
I found out
kids
actually-
these days need to stop watching all these Friends and How I Met Your Mothers and stuff.
How I Met Your Mother is like, it's a really good show. I feel like
Dude,
it's like a lot of stuff on there that's like even went over my head the first time I watched it. I watched it as a freshman.
I don't know why more people like our age don't watch Seinfeld. Like, I watch. Not a lot of people watch
I
Seinfeld.
want to watch it. It's not on Netflix anymore.
Really?
I don't think
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu, exactly.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
It's on
That
Hulu.
sucks. No, freaking Seinfeld's so great because like there were so many iconic episodes. Like you can reference things.
Like every one I've seen has been really funny because it's just on TV.
Oh,
And
because
every
they're
single
all
scene.
horrible people and it's hilarious.
No, like they're all really fun. Like that's another.
No. The whole point of the show is that they're all horrible people. You're not supposed to like them. It's just funny because like they get away with it.
Dude, I just,
That I never. Well, I haven't seen enough episodes. I'm
'Cause,
gonna
like-
watch one and think
Like they ruin people's lives and they're super rude, but they just sort of get away with it, and that's what's funny.
And it's like the people you hate but you love.
Yeah, no, like it's just funny because like they're the main characters, and you're like, these aren't very good people, are they?
Yeah.
But, like, it's ironic because they just nothing really comes back to them, and like they just do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jerry Seinfeld did the Bee movie, and that was
That like.
But that was godly.
That was like.
Jerry
That was like his love letter to like the industry,
To the
and
world.
everything. That was like
his love letter.
That's like the greatest comeback story ever.
Yeah.
Like behind that,
I mean, he was already a millionaire
That's
and
a good
needed no
comeback
extra
story.
money.
Rocky too.
But when
Rocky
he put
too.
out that B movie,
Rocky 2, great comeback story. Rocky 4,
nothing
great comeback
compared
story.
though.
B movie,
Nothing compares
Yes.
to 2009. Kanye interrupts Taylor Swift at the VMAs, right? Everyone in the world hates him. He goes to Hawaii for a year, records My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, releases it. Everyone loves him again. Greatest
Just so
hip-hop
you
album of
know,
all time.
you guys don't know this,
Stop
but-
talking about it. My Beautiful
Okay,
Dark
wow.
Twisted Fantasy is the greatest hip hop album of all time.
There you go.
Okay, if you guys didn't know this, Anthony's obsessed with Kanye West.
Yes. Well,
I mean,
yeah.
who isn't?
Yeah. I mean, I'm down bad. I listen to other people.
If he's good
in
enough-
like 8th grade, that was the only thing I listened to.
I mean, if Kanye is good
Oh,
enough for
that's
Kimmy, you should be good enough for me.
Kimmy.
Kimmy?
Who's Kimmy?
Dude, you know what's funny? Like, I was like sick one day, and I was just like laying in bed, and so I wake up. This was like a different. Basically, on TV was playing up keeping up with the Kardashians. No, not keep up. So anyway, I was incapacitated. The remote was far away, and I was just like, I don't want to get up. And so, Keeping Up with the Kardashians is playing. I'm like, oh crap! I'm watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
It's just like the stupidest show.
I mean, well, like, I just thought it was kind of funny. Like,
That's pretty funny.
They're
Huh?
not even famous for like doing anything.
Okay, Kris Jenner's a beast though.
I just thought it was
She's a
funny
tank.
because it was a show.
You're really gonna say
I'm
that, but not say
kidding.
that about Caitlyn.
No.
No, Kris Jenner has like what? Like how many kids she have? Like five daughters or whatever. Probably like other ones you just forgotten because
17.
they don't have plastic surgery.
Anyway,
Anyway,
there's 72
like-
children.
Dude, Kris, and she's like, she's made all of them like
77
billionaires,
versions.
right?
Pretty
She's just a
much.
beast.
I mean, she had to after her husband was like associated with O.J. Simpson trial.
She's like, yo, I gotta clean my rat.
yeah, like legit.
Well, I mean, but in
She
the
probably
end,
killed him off. That's what
in the end, we all know OJ didn't do it. I mean, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
He was acquitted.
Wait, was it
actually the glove?
Dude, no, you know what's funny? I saw this picture. It was Snoop
glove.
It was Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart, and it said one of these two is a convicted criminal. It's Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart was convicted of
Didn't
like.
she get in trouble for saying the N-word a few years ago?
No. That was Paula Deen.
Paula Deen.
Paula Deen. Okay,
No,
I was confused.
Martha Stewart actually went to
Old
jail
white
for
ladies.
like some sort of fraud or something. I can't remember.
No. She went to jail. She was basically the fall guy for a bunch of economic stuff. Like, so basically, there's like insider trading going on with Enron, and so
Enron.
But like,
and she took the fall for like all these other rich white
and
guys.
she went to jail.
Yeah,
No,
and
but
no
it's
one
funny.
else did.
I know, but like
Only Martha
it's
Stewart.
funny because like Snoop Dogg like apparently murdered someone or something a long time ago, and like he went to trial, like was never convicted.
Hey, I mean,
Look, I'll tell you one thing.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
You know what? The
Snoop
Snoop
Dogg.
Dogg's awesome. He bakes with Martha Stewart now and gets baked with Martha Stewart.
No way. Like Martha Stewart does that? Like
Dude, there's
My-
no way
my hopes and
she
dreams are gone.
has a show with Snoop Dogg.
actually no, I
There's
watched
no
5
way-
minutes of it. I know the cooking show.
Yeah.
Snoop and them.
There's
I
no
saw
way
the
she
thing.
hasn't touched a
It was
Maritowini.
like the one like segment of it. It was talking about like I think it was called blunt questions. And they had like this huge like blunt, and you unrolled it, and there was like a question on it, and you have to like answer it. It's basically like some crazy like truth or dare question.
What the heck?
One of those, I'm like, okay, so if they got a segment, and it's the first thing I've seen called blunt questions, you know.
Well, if it's a Snoop Dogg
Yeah,
show,
you know.
And it's a Snoop Dogg show.
it's gonna have the devil's
show that
lettuce.
involves eating.
There's gonna be some devil's lettuce around there. Gonna be a little of the wacky
My favorite
tobacco.
video ever is the video of them interviewing him, and they're like, "Why are you late?" And he's like, "I wasn't late." And then he's like, and then they're asking again, they're like, "Why are you late?" And then he like cusses the dude out, and he's like, "I'm late because I want to go get some chicken wing." I gotta play it, but there's too many like bad words.
Don't play it right now.
Play it later.
Yeah.
No,
I'll show you later.
we're
It's
getting-
very funny though.
You know what? I think, the moon's getting a little high. We're getting a little crazy. I think it's time to end the first episode.
Also, let me say that the Dysfunctional podcast does not encourage the use of drugs.
But we do encourage the use of hardcore narcotics.
And
We do encourage the use of snorting Smarties. We encourage you to sniff.
All right.
We encourage you to sniff large amounts of glue.
Thank you for listening. We are ending.
Thanks, guys.
Have
a good
We'll
one.
see you next time.
Adios.